All right, guys, let's get into some college football games for the Friday, December 2nd games. It's championship week, and we will start with North Texas versus UTSA. UTSA is minus 8.5. The over-under is at 69. Trey, I'm going to start with you.
Whenever we were talking about this game, I assumed I was going to pick UTSA, and I love UTSA, but I think this spread is too high. North Texas has been a very good covering team this year, and especially here of late. North Texas is 6-0 ATS versus a team with a winning record. North Texas is 11-2 ATS in their last 13 Conference USA games, and North Texas is 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games overall. So North Texas is on a roll. I do love UTSA to win this, but the money line bet isn't even close for me to even think about it. So I'm going to go North Texas plus 8.5 to keep it close. The trends are all on North Texas's side. So
All right, trends on North Texas. This is a rematch game between two teams that don't really like each other. Teats, I want to hear from you first before I take a pick.
So, kind of like for the same reasons that Trey was talking, North Texas covers, but UTSA has been very good this year. I did not want to take a side, so I went with the total points, and I'm going to go with the under. The last time these two teams met, they did not score anywhere near 69.5. The scary thing is both offenses can go out for 50, but I know for a fact that North Texas can also be shut down for like 10 points. So I think that this is going to be one of those bad blood games that the offenses are not going to really be able to just roam free, and I think that the under of 69.5, I think 69.5 is just too big.
yeah, and before Jesse goes, I was going to pick the under because a lot of people do think that North Texas's pass defense is bad. They are ranked in the bottom third of the league in pass defense. But if you just look at their last 3 games, it drops their passing yards allowed by 70 passing yards. So North Texas's passing defense has been showing up here of late, and I think they're humming. So I do love the underplay.
Yeah, and the first time these teams played, North Texas went up with only a minute 38 left in the game and took a 3-point lead, and then UTSA scored in a minute and 23 seconds, winning that game. So I think North Texas will get revenge in this game and beat UTSA, but I'll play it safe, and I'm going to take the North Texas plus 8.5 spread, and I also love the underplay that Teats gave out. So it's North Texas, and the under on that game. Let's move on to the best game on the slate, in my opinion, for all of championship week. It's going to be Utah versus USC. USC is minus 2.5. The over-under is 67. Teats, I'll start with you.
So if you've been following us from the beginning, you know my hatred of Lincoln Riley. You know that I've faded USC every single week, especially since the last time they played Utah. I know that he's going to choke one time before the playoffs. I know it. But he's also proven me wrong every single week so far.
You
So,
do
boys,
hate Lincoln Riley.
are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
Fade
Fade
Teats.
Teats.
Fade
Fade Teats. You have to fade me when I go against USC. It is what it is. It's just an obvious thing. I just cannot get myself to pick USC at any given time. So I'm going to go back with the total points, and I'm actually going to be looking at the over of 67.5 in this game. The last time these two teams matched up, the final score is like 43-42. That's 85 total points. They both have very good offenses. Utah's defense is typically pretty good, but USC is just so high-powered that you cannot stop them. It's just going to depend on if Utah themselves can keep up with the scoring.
All right, so you're going to take the over in that game. This is another rematch game. Utah gave USC their only loss of the year earlier in the season. Like you said, Utah went for 2 with seconds remaining and stole that game from USC. Both these teams are very good, but USC has everything to lose, 1 game away from being in the college playoffs. Utah was at home for that win against USC early in the season. They will be on a neutral field in this game, and I think Caleb Williams, the Heisman, and USC will win this game and lock up the 3 seed in college football playoffs. I'll take USC money line. Trey?
Well, you can fade Teats, but please, for the love of God, don't fade me because I'm also going with the over in this game. The over, like Teats said, was a massive hit last game that these two played. The over is 6-0 in USC's last 6 games overall. The over is 5-0 in USC's last 5 Pac-12 games, and the over is 6-2 in the last 8 games between these two teams. So whenever these two teams face off, points are galore, and I think that 67.5 is a good pick there.
All right, over in USC money line in that game.